Now we are also being featured on Block TV, so on two networks we are being featured. So we must be saying something that people are interested about. So how do you access love, Heather, and how would people access it?
From within. If you don't go within, you go without. A very saying that has stuck with me throughout the 25 years of walking this journey. It is within. It is trusting that still small voice within, listening and adhering to what it says, which builds the confidence because you look back and you say, oh, okay, that did work. Or if it didn't work, you say, okay, maybe that wasn't spirit I listened to. Maybe that was ego talking. It helps you differentiate. It it opens you up. It opens you up, and it releases the fears, because as you walk, the more you walk in love, the more confidence you build. The fears drop by the wayside. People are afraid of themselves. I used to be afraid of my success. I used to be afraid of being a woman who was loved. I used to be afraid to be loved, and that's all ego. All of that is ego.
Yes,
And our
absolutely.
and our ego does serve us. It does serve us. And what the key is for me, anyways, was I found out how to balance my ego and spirit.
Awesome. Well, we'll talk about that in greater extent in just a bit. But let's explore love a little more, maybe a little bit more deeper. So, would you say that most people are? I think we already established this, but I'm gonna ask it again. Do you think most people looking for it all at the wrong places? There's probably a song like this too.
Oh, most definitely looking for love in all the wrong places. Yes, and I used to be guilty of that. I used to be guilty of that because you run outside yourself. Well, let me get the next boyfriend, or the next outfit, or the next friendship, or the next materialistic item. It's always the next, the next, the next. And I am guilty of this myself regarding food late at night.
Mm.
I can go and eat cookies, and I know I'm doing that because I'm filling of space. So it takes my discipline to say, okay, Heather, don't go to the cookies. Sit with yourself, be with yourself, love yourself, and that fills the space. It takes discipline. It takes commitment, and it's simple, yes. Easy, no.
Mhm. Well, as you know, we are an interactive network. So Sky Blue in Blog TV said this just recently: committing to something I'm unworthy in having, which is love. So if we have already made a difference in someone's life, just whatever we are talking about for the last few minutes.
Amen.
And that's what's amazing about this network. And it's interesting to note that a lot of people feel unworthy of receiving love. Like, there are a lot of people that I know that have this emptiness inside of them, and they're willing to love everybody that come across their lives, to feel that emptiness. There is this hole within them, and the way they try to fill it is to give love, but they can never receive it.
And I used to be in that space myself as well. And what I came to find out for myself was that the only way that I would be able to receive love was to work on Heather. And that took a lot of forgiveness work. It took traveling through the heart space, letting go of the ego consciousness and replacing it with God consciousness. It took a lot of years of positive affirmations, a lot of years of praying, a lot of years of being committed and determined to change my thinking. To not have this as something I do, to have it as a lifestyle. It is now my lifestyle. I walk, live, be, do, and have in love because of all of the work that I had